Hey, this is B-Dub, and welcome to a new episode of Clearing Out My Head. So before I share this story, I just want to let you know that I will be sharing my opinion about this because this does affect me greatly. So I just want to warn everybody ahead of time that there might be a B-Dub rant coming. I don't know if it might be tame, but we shall see after I share this story. So here we go. After 114 years, the Boy Scouts of America is changing its name and rebranding as Scouting America. They say it's to reflect their, quote, ongoing commitment to welcome every youth and family in America to experience the benefits of scouting. It goes into effect on February 8th of next year for their 115th anniversary. Now, girls have been allowed since 2018, and over 6,000 have already made Eagle Scout. So nothing really changing here. The point is to just make sure people know it's not just for boys. Their CEO called it a simple but very important evolution as they seek to ensure that everyone feels welcome in scouting. Now, more than a few people online have pointed out there's already something called the Girl Scouts, so is this really necessary? Most don't realize the two groups aren't affiliated. The Boy Scouts of America were founded in 1910. The Girl Scouts launched 2 years later and still caters exclusively to young women. Now, no word yet from the Girl Scouts on the new rebrand, but they weren't exactly thrilled when the Boy Scouts allowed girls in 2018. Really? It hurts their recruitment efforts. Oh, you don't say, huh? Some famous names who were Boy Scouts include Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Michael Jordan, Steven Spielberg, Jack Black, Chris Pratt, John Bon Jovi, Harrison Ford, John Wayne, Bill Gates, and Martin Luther King Jr. Now, 6 Boy Scouts who have gone on to become president were JFK, Gerald Ford, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden. Now, Ford is the only one who made Eagle Scout. Now, before I share my opinion, I just want to point out that I was fine at first with females being involved with scouting, but as time has passed, I'm starting to feel a little indifferent, or a little different. I've always been for equality all around, but when you look at the whole picture here, it's not the same. Now, I have 3 girls, and I've always wanted my girls to be able to accomplish whatever they want to do no matter what. Now, I was a scout growing up. I first started as a Cub Scout, and then I moved on to the Boy Scouts and was involved up until I was 18 years old. I was 2 merit badges and my Eagle Project away from becoming an Eagle Scout. My Scoutmaster told my parents that I would have probably achieved it if I hadn't got my job at Big Bear, but it is what it is. Now, getting back to the Boy Scouts changing their name because they are open to everyone now. Okay, since none of my girls were into the Girl Scouts outside of selling cookies, by the way, I am a huge supporter of. I have 5 cases of Thin Mints in my house as we speak. I don't know what else the Girl Scout program does, so I actually had to Google it. On the Girl Scouts of the USA website, under what do the Girl Scouts actually do, it says, as Girl Scouts, girls discover the fun, friendship, and power of girls together. Girls grow courageous and strong through the wide variety of enriching experiences such as field trips, skill-building sports clinics, community service projects, cultural exchanges, and environmental stewardships. Now, since I Googled what the Girl Scouts did, I decided I would Google what it said the Boy Scouts did. Now, this is what it said the Boy Scouts exactly do on their website. For over 100 years, our program has helped create generations of leaders and outstanding citizens by allowing boys and girls to explore their interests, serve their communities, and discover their talents through youth-led activities like hiking, camping, and volunteering. Now, I guess after reading both statements, the reason why girls are turning to Boy Scouts is because of the hiking and camping aspect. because that was the only thing I could see why girls would want to join the Boy Scouts. Which again, I don't see a problem with that, but why couldn't the Girl Scouts adopt those practices instead of the Boy Scouts allowing girls to join? Especially since the Girl Scouts aren't allowing boys to join their program. So Girl Scouts, either adopt the practices of hiking and camping, if that's the issue of why girls are joining the Boy Scouts, or allow boys to join the Girl Scouts. But if the Boy Scouts are planning on changing their name to Scouting of America, why don't you just combine both the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts and call it that? But that probably won't happen. I think it should be left alone and the Boy Scouts should be called the Boy Scouts. Well, thanks for listening to this episode of Clearing Out My Head. Don't forget you can listen to Clearing Out My Head on all major podcasting platforms. Also, you can check out my podcast page on Spotify where you can listen to past episodes. Check out my social media links or leave me a message. But until next time, this is B-Dub. Thanks for listening, and I hope you will join me next time as I continue with Clearing Out My Head.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!